So we've had a lot of unlicensed agents finding us, following our stuff, or newly licensed, just joining the business, and you're thinking like, dude, what is the life insurance career like? What's an insurance career like overall? Well, I want you to think about the vision of what a career is, what it can be, and how it could be as a career for you. Okay, so we're going to talk through specifically what it's like as a career. I'll talk as my first year selling insurance. I'll talk about selling for years after that. I'll talk about how we have 8 companies doing a bunch of other stuff in insurance now. I'm also owner in a couple different agencies, so I'm still heavily involved in the insurance side, right? We're helping people recruit to this industry through exposure plans and agent reach and stuff. I have a marketing company. We're buying P&C agencies. Like, we're doing a lot, right? But I want you to think about when you're just getting started in a career, what do you need to think about, right? What is really important? Well, I can tell you this. Most people don't realize it, but when you're just starting out in a career selling insurance, one of the main things that people forget about, like, here's what attracts you to the career, right? Freedom is one of the main things that attracts you to a career. I had someone recently, they came to me, they said, dude, I want to like go sell insurance so I can go golf every day. I'm like, bro, like, that's not how this thing works. Okay, can you eventually golf every day? Sure. But can you golf every day your first year and go make a bunch of money, help a bunch of people, and really succeed at a high level? No, it's dumb, right? Freedom is great. But let's realize that freedom comes later. You don't earn freedom day one, okay? Now, could you earn some freedom to go coach your kid on a Friday at 4 o'clock? Totally, right? That's cool. My dad was in insurance for years. He never missed a day he never missed any of my games and never missed a day of work in his life, right? That's cool. That's awesome. Also, too, most people think, well, I want to get in this because it sounds cool to be an entrepreneur, right? Well, I don't even know if it's UER, EUR. I don't know. You guys tell me in comments, okay? I'm normally pretty smart at spelling. I'm one of the smartest people at spelling to ever be born in the state of Arkansas, okay? However, you may help me out and let me know if I spelled it wrong, okay? You guys will always let me know anyway. Some people were not meant to be an entrepreneur, okay? Some people think, well, I just want to go work. Like everybody thinks everybody needs to be a boss, everybody needs to be a CEO, everybody needs to be an entrepreneur. Some people don't, man. Some people need to plug into a system, right? Also, too, this may be a little different, but when you're attracted to a career in insurance, the money does attract you. But most of the most common questions people get asked in a career interview for insurance is how long of savings do you have? Like, how long could you go without a paycheck? That's a very popular interview question when someone's thinking about a career in insurance. How long could you go without a paycheck? Well, if you can't answer more than like 30, 45, 60 days, you're probably not ready to be in insurance. Or at least keep your job, which I don't love saying this, but at least keep your job, get your license, go sell a little bit, right, and figure it out. But I want to set the career right. I don't want to just tell you a bunch of stuff, get you all hyped up and excited, which I can easily do, quite often. But I want you to succeed. Like 92% of insurance agents fail. Like, we get these massive letters in my office, right? 8%. Well, they come from the fact that 92% of insurance agents fail in their first 3 years. You'll see these at 8% in July when we hang out in Dallas at the Hilton Anatole. 92% fail. Well, now that you know a little bit more about the career and what entices you and what is sexy about insurance, why do 92% fail, and how can you keep from failing out in your first 3 years? Well, some of the things that you can do to keep from failing out in your first 3 years would be, you need to figure out a specific type of insurance, right? Like a product type, okay? A specific product type. Like, what are you going to sell? Life insurance is one of the tougher ones to sell. It also can be the most rewarding. You can replace your income the fastest. Why? Because you get more upfront money, right? There's more upfront money, but there's less on the residual money, right? So it's great. It's a great short term, but it's not as good of a long term, right? It's just honest, right? Now, you could eventually build a team and subsidize that, etc. Product type's important. Once you figure out product type, and everybody's different, so you got to figure out what you like to sell, right? Like, I started out selling life insurance for my first couple of years, and that's all I did was simply life insurance, and I love selling it, right? Well, after a product type, then you got to figure out, okay, how am I going to see people? How am I going to market to people? Am I gonna work leads? Like, how are other people in the space seeing people? Because you need to figure out how to see people, right? Then you need to figure out, I'm gonna keep it really simple today. Then you need to figure out after product type, see people, right? Then you need to figure out, okay, what's my activity look like? Because I know for me, the biggest success I had and the fastest success I had, I never said I was really good at writing, by the way, okay? The fastest success I had in insurance was saying that I'm gonna sell life insurance. I kept it really simple, right? The KISS method, keep it simple, stupid, right? I sold life. I committed to making 100 grand. I did it the dumb way, just cold calls and cold door knocking with no leads. Now, at least I wasn't running a debit route like back in the day and having to physically collect checks. That's terrible. But cold calling and cold door knocking. Then I committed to actually sitting and asking 10 people per week to buy insurance. So you've got to figure out what these things are for you, right? Freedom is good. Being an entrepreneur is great. Money's great. If you can't go without a paycheck, you can't go you can't go full time yet. You just can't. Normally when you're selling, it's unlikely that you're going to get a check for 2 or 3 weeks at least, sometimes 4, 5, 6 weeks, depending on the opportunity, right? But a lot of people fail because they get in it and they're just like, dude, I can sell. Like, I can talk people out of anything, man. Like, I can sell ice to Eskimos. Well, I don't know why you would, but sure, right? Well, but most people don't know how to get in front of people. People don't fail because they're poor salespeople, okay? Normally. They don't fail because they're just lazy, terrible human beings. They don't fail because they don't care about people. They don't fail because they're just not good. They typically fail for one main reason, which is they struggle to see people, they struggle to market people, and they struggle to get in front of people. So I want you thinking about it as you're thinking about this career. What kind of money is available? Right? We got a couple more minutes. What kind of money is available? Well, you can make 6 figures. Now, the average person in insurance makes like 50 grand, 50 to 60 grand. Well, that's not 6 figures yet, right? Can you eventually make mid 6 figures? Can you make 7 figures? Well, yeah, but it's going to take some time, right? So is the money opportunity potential there? Yes. Is it the most rewarding career on the planet? Yes. There's more millionaires in insurance and financial services than any other industry in the world, which is amazing. But it's also, you got to realize too, like it's also very difficult. It's not easy. It's not for everyone. I wish it was for everyone, but it's not. And so you got to figure out, as you embark on this career, are you willing to do whatever it takes? That's important. Are you coachable? Will you listen? Will you follow a proven system? And are you willing to study others and do what they do? Okay? If you have those elements, you have a good chance of succeeding. Not everybody does. Idle time, having a bunch of time on your hands is not good because you end up doing nothing. Being busy is actually better. So you got to figure out, dude, how can I consistently get in front of people? What's this career look like? And it's a long-term decision, not a short-term decision. People don't get into insurance and say, I'm just going to do it for a year, 2 years, 3 years. It doesn't work. You're either in it to make a bunch of money, build the team, whatever, and then exit the company or have cash flow and reinvest the money, right? Or build up this massive organization of all these other people selling for you, but you never truly, totally leave. So as you think about this career, it's rewarding, it's amazing, but you need to have the right expectations because I want you to succeed and go make some money. Hey, if you enjoyed this, I got another one you're gonna love. It's right there. Click on it. See you in there.
When I first got started, I did what many of you probably have done. I started with my family and friends. They all got a lot. Sorry, I'm Vivian. I apologize. I didn't mean to call you that many times. I'm glad you got the insurance. I'm glad you still have it. But